Hello, class. Welcome to week 4 of the Capstone project. And today I want to talk a little bit about calling. And sometimes we know what we're called to do in life, and other times it's a sorting out process. So we're each wired so differently with our gifts and strengths and talents. And God sometimes reveals those, and sometimes He doesn't. It's a process. And so we're all God's children, and we're all made so differently. And so I'd encourage you to really get to know your strengths and really dive deep into assessments. I'm sure you've had some spiritual formation assessments along the way, done a lot of reading in some books about different talents and strengths. And from experience, we have to finish what the Lord is calling us to do presently before we move on to the next step sometimes. And the journey reveals a little bit more and a little bit more about what sanctification means in the Lord's picture of things. So it's kind of like Abraham, who heard the call to go but didn't know what the next step was. Well, you can write about that in your capstone project and kind of give us a picture of where you're going. And sometimes we get caught up in that and trying to figure out life's work, and sometimes it might not be an accurate way to look at what you're going to do throughout your life. So there is an author named Laberton. He talks about first things first, loving God and loving your neighbor. And then as we continue to mature and move through life, we go through that sanctification process. So I'd just like to encourage you in your degree and encourage you to keep searching out your path. And then, more importantly, listening to what Jesus says, seeking the heart of God and loving neighbor as yourself. And if you want to add something about calling, please feel free to do that. And I'm praying for you as you are writing. Have a great week.